when they look over here and scratch their heads. Proper canvas wall tents have for centuries been the shelter of choice for trappers, hunters, prospectors, and outfitters. However, a proper canvas wall tent can cost upwards of $1,000 of money, and that is a lot to spend on a tent. So we're going to see if we can do this for $40 of tarps and ratchet strap. It's a good enough shelter for me.
Okay.
Shelter, not a moment too soon. It's starting to rain. It has become kind of a dreary and dismal afternoon. That's a good height, yeah. Just going to cut a peak in these two side pieces, and that'll make all the difference in terms of getting this set up. Perfect enough. This is shaping up pretty good, better than I thought. We got this overhang here, and it's about 4 feet, so I can chill under here if it's raining, be nice and dry. It's an 8-foot by 6-foot footprint, so we could get a couple of cots in there. It'd be a little bit tight, but not the end of the world. It's by no means mosquito resistant. I'm sure there's going to be more in there than outside by the time I wake up, but we're coming at the time of year where there's not a ton of mosquitoes left. And wall tents are usually like a fall winter thing with some heat in there. So we'll slap up a couple more walls. What I'm using for the tarps are 6-foot by 8 foot for the walls. And that's 8 foot there. Then I took it down to, I guess, 6 there. And the big one on the top is a 10 by 12. So not the biggest by any means, but it should do the job for us.
Okay. Now push on my hand. That's it. It's good like that. We're going to squish together like that. Now we're going to go to the other side and do the exact same thing. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so it's
Almost like we measured it.
almost like we knew what we were doing. I think the best thing is to start at the middle and go out that way, and then start at this middle and go out that way.
Okay. So time to cut a door in this thing before I put up the last wall on the far side. And I debated on doing a roll-up door with, 2 cuts, but I think we're going to just do 1 cut in the middle that we can kind of open up because we don't have any Velcro or anything to secure the door, and it would be flapping around an awful lot. So let's try this door thing. That'll work great. Just like store-bought tents.
Go to the other side.
And there you have it. For just $60 of tarps and tape, wasting an afternoon of your life, you can have a mediocre wall tent that'll probably last for a few trips. So with that accomplished, it's time to dig into beer. Step number 2 of the day. I don't know. I need this pretty badly.
It says cap something.
No.
Cap smash.
Yeah, I grabbed this and I thought it was camping related, but I'm sorely wrong. My ignorance is absolutely on display here because I don't know what it means. But cheers, cheers, everybody. Crack yours at home, whatever they may be. But even if it's a Pepsi, cheers.
What are you feeding me, Steve?
I like the other stuff better.
I like the other stuff better too.
Crazy neighbors getting the cots set up, and we require a fire. So I'm going to spark one up here. And it's all prepared, heavily drenched in lighter fluid. So all we have to do is stand back and enjoy the show. Before we get into the tent and take a look, I have to get dinner started because it's very late right now. It's about 9 p.m. and this is a long meal. I call these onion burgers or onion burgers, and basically I fry up a bunch of really cheap burger patties that have breadcrumbs. They have to be an active ingredient because they're going to absorb the beef broth and onion soup and a little cooking sherry in there. We fry them up. We dip them in here to soak. For the longer the better. The only thing better than a good onion burger is one the next day. And essentially, it's just like meatloaf. You know, like it dissolves in your mouth. It's super soft, really delicious, and you can grab one out of the slow cooker anytime you want. And that's a nice thing about being in a powered campsite is the power. So, got beef broth in there. Gonna chuck in some water. You know it's good water because the logo is some guy falling out of his chair. What could be wrong with that? Just eyeballing it a little bit to get it to a level where I can float some burger patties in there. Onion soup powdered mix. Really easy. In you go. Just a couple of packages because there's enough salt in that beef broth to send me to the hospital, I'm sure. And, of course, little cooking sherry. Trying to make basically a French onion soup with shelf-stable, over-the-counter ingredients. I'm going to plop that on, let this come up to temperature, and fry up some burgers. I'm going to take a look in there and see just what Glenn has set up for us. I mean, crazy neighbor. Okay. The grill on this guy is a little slanty, so we've got a nice pan here that we can fry these things up on. Get these all fried up, dunk them in that soup mix, and we'll be able to properly enjoy a burger tonight. As long as I can get these things apart. Perfect. So, we got the burgers here. I'm going to put them in for the fermentation process. They've been fried up a little here. In they go. Into the concoction and let these things soak for a bit. We got this thing like fully assembled. Let's go take a look. In through the door here. there are flaps with tape on them, etc. And hang up the light there so we can see what we're doing. Oh, it's a very ingenious light holding contraption. Crazy Neighbor, made out of our favorite tape in the world.
Gorilla tape.
Gorilla.
Those poor gorillas.
I know. So, okay, this is
You got a couple of beds?
This is what it looks like here. Yeah, there's a couple of beds. It's not that big. To be honest, we're very close to being sleeping in the same bed.
Excuse me.
Well, there's a walkway in between.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah,
not a problem.
No.
So yeah, it's not that big. An 8x8 would have been far better than a 6x8, but actually it's quite manageable. We've got tape here on the inside. This Gorilla tape is pretty good. What do you think about Gorilla tape?
I think it's great. It's great. It's way better than just duct tape.
Yeah.
Way better.
Except those poor gorillas.
No.
And so yeah, we got that. Like it's pretty basic.
We even got pre-engineered ventilation holes up here.
Yeah, like
That was a slip of a knife, actually. But anyway, those are pre-engineered.
we planned it.
Yeah.
We planned it, and so that's what we got in here. It's cozy. I'll say that. Like,
yeah,
it's
lots of room in here, actually.
Yeah, it's quite fantastic. I think this is a really good design. It could have probably been built a lot better, but you know, we did what we could.
Nature's Bounty supplements your gut health with 20 billion live probiotic cultures. It's in your nature to thrive.
Sorry.
Cool as ice.
Can I take some? Thank you.
This is incredible. I can't believe how. And now for some real magic. Just pour it, mix it, and hack it. A cafe quality iced espresso, just the way you like it. New Nescafe Espresso Concentrate.
What's up, everyone? Tyrese Halliburton here to talk about the all-new Motion Engine in NBA 2K26. This year, Pro Play powers the dynamic Motion Engine, making your actions feel more lifelike and realistic. Experience more exact positioning when closing out on the perimeter, stopping on a dime after driving to the basket, and lateral movement when planting your feet. This is the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21 when I entered the league, offering a fresh and authentic feeling every time you step on the court.
PlayStation.
The doorway here to close it for the moment. We've got just some normal duct tape, not the Gorilla variety. Yeah.
It's only going to work a couple of times. That's all we need for right now.
For one person, this would be like pure heaven. I could live a happy life in here. But yeah, for two, it's a little cramped. You wouldn't be able to cook in here, but it's a good shelter, I think.
Very good shelter.
I've sheltered in worse.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what we got here.
You've sheltered with a shower curtain. Come on.
Yeah.
This is pretty high end compared to the shower curtain.
Luxury tarp camping. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think those burgers are probably going to be getting done pretty soon here, and should dig into them.
I agree.
Right on. Let's go check that out.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, I'm hungry. How about you?
Right. First.
All right. Fresh baked buns, marbled cheddar. Let's get you a bird here.
Ready.
That's an onion drenched beauty right there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Get one here too. Oh, no, I can't do two birds.
You tried hard.
I think it's a sign. It's a sign. It wants me to do a double. The universe is colliding here. Okay, just give me one little bird. That's all I need.
You're not winning, Steve.
All right. Okay. There. Making a single. Go there.
Got good back up.
Yes. And yum. Should be good.
Oh, yeah. All
What's
cooked up with mustard and ketchup.
Mm-hmm. Pure bliss. Pure bliss.
Very, very good.
Sit by the fire and consume these burgers, I think. Yep. Perfecting the recipe slowly. And that's the future of burgers. Right here.
Amazing with just 5 pieces of tarp and a little bit of rope and some gorilla tape, what we could do.
We'll see how long it lasts, I guess. My shoelace has been untied lately.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird. How's your eglets?
No, they're good. I haven't had to rethread my shoes ever since I bought them. No, they're doing really good.
Really? Which foot keeps coming untied?
It's the left.
Really?
And now the right started to do it too. And yeah, just the liquor store. I was bending over to tie up the right one actually today for the first time today.
I've had the same kind of problem, but mine's always the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be the weather.
Humidity.
Possibly the humidity. I'm not sure because they were tied good. Like I slip my shoes on and off. I don't tie them every single time. They'll stay tied for months on end. And then it's just been untying constantly. Constantly.
Well, mine hasn't been constant, but it's happened a couple of times in the last few weeks, and I'm starting to think that maybe I should learn how to tie my shoes a little different.
I don't know how many ways there are to tie a shoelace.
There's lots.
I just know one. Like,
Oh, you've led a sheltered life.
how many ways do you know to tie a shoelace? Okay.
Okay, here we go.
This is pretty good.
It is.
I think the tape looks like it's going to hold up pretty good, especially if we slap a little bit more on here. It's not quite the 8 feet wide that I wanted, but, you know, we're not quite sleeping in the same bed tonight, so that's good.
All right, I'm just gonna lay down here as well.
Okay.
Night, Steve.
Oh, night, crazy neighbor. You're running hot? You don't even have a blanket on.
I'm still pretty warm yet. I'll eventually get into the sleeping bag, but I'm still pretty warm. It's pretty nice out. So.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Night, everybody. We're going to see you guys in the morning. Good morning. That was a pretty good sleep. There was a little bit of rain, pitter patter, but aside from that, it was pretty smooth sailing. It was nice and warm, that's for sure. No mosquitoes in there as well, but I'm also not seeing any out buzzing around today. I think next time I set this up, I'm gonna try to sink in either some grommets to kind of tie this all together more permanently, or something like that. Because it's actually on the way out, I stepped on this door and it pulled some of the tape off the top there. So it's, I stuck it back on, but that could be a cause for concern, especially if it's.
You step on the tent and it breaks.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Gorilla Tape is. The tape says permanent tape on the roll. I don't know about that, but it was on so good that if we tried to remove it, it would start peeling off the decoration of the camo on the outside of the tent. So I suppose I thank everybody for donating to the beer donation fund, and Crazy Neighbor wants to thank them as well, because it's not just going to my personal beer usage. It gets spread around. So
It certainly does.
So the major shout outs and cheers to everybody there. And it's just about the funnest time of any camping trip, tearing it all down and trying to pack it back in the car. Makes me wish I was staying another day to get more usage of all the work that we've done here. However, so it goes. Now, these squirrels want us to leave pretty badly too, by the sounds of things, unless that's part of their courtship ritual. So we'll take this down and get out of here. And if you like these types of things, please subscribe. We got a few other crazy things we're going to throw together like this in the future. And as long as we can just brainstorm while enjoying a step 2 or 2, we will have no shortage of these things in the future to come. So, without any further ado, step 3 is rip it all down and go home. Whoa! That was efficient. Just like that. Wrap it up in a big ball and stuff it in the trunk. Yeah. 0 pulls required. All right, so that was pretty easy. Just about does it. One final sweep of this campground, and we're going to be out of here. And it's a busy week for me because there's the birthday party coming up, the 40th, on Saturday. Yeah, and then my license expires on my birthday, so I have to get that renewed. I got to register to vote because there's an election here happening. I've got a packed schedule, and we got to build that tent. So we got to hit the road, guys. Thanks for visiting, and we're going to see you next week on Thursday.
Hey, champs, where's the hustle? You see those kids in the outfield? See how they're playing with their fruit by the foot? Oh, that's pure excellence. Now, get out there and play like you mean it.
Gushers Fruit by the Foot and Fruit Roll-Ups. You better be playing. At 9:23, you were ready to work from home.
We got time with the CEO. It's in 40 minutes at the office.
Copilot, based on this rollout plan, what questions should we expect?
At 9:40, you were ready for almost anything.
Oh, hey, out in the woods today, and we're going to build one of these lean-tos that I've been seeing so much about. They're all the rage right now. They're popping up like mushrooms on the Real Outdoors YouTube channels, and I'm curious to see what all the fuss is about. So, step number 1 is to turn on this thermocell. In my last video, I did compare these a little bit to those mosquito coils, and I misspoke. On further examination, it is the same ingredient, except it's 0.31% in those coils, and it's like 27 full percent or something in these. So there's a big difference, but I'm gonna get this going and clear out this area because they're ferocious today. Yeah, this one's pretty dead, so that'll make a good beam for the top. So let's bushcraft the lean-to. So the first piece of this puzzle here is these two trees. This is a little tiny one, but it should do. It's just got to hold up a branch or something. So between these two, yeah, almost like I planned it. So I'm gonna grab my zip ties here and just secure it real quick. There we go. Same deal over here. All right, looks fairly secure. Nice. I chopped up a bunch of these trees to the same length. I'm just gonna stick them up there. I want a little bit of an overhang so I could kind of sit under it if it's raining. But yeah, this looks good. I could live a happy life in here when it's done. Oh, and before I go crazy sticking all these up, I'm just going to clear out this brush underneath it here. And it is worth noting, where I live, we don't have issues with poison ivy, that type of thing. We have these wild roses. You can see the thorns on them. They're not pleasant to sleep on. And ticks are not really a huge concern here. There are some, of course, but for the most part, you know, I wear jeans. I'm never in like shorts walking through the woods because that's what's going to cause the issues with ticks. It's not too bad at all. All this bushcrafting is making me pretty thirsty, so I've been into these Jasper Brewing Company beers. They don't sponsor me or anything, but they have nice names. Trail Session IPA, because we're on the trail here. And IPAs, for the most part, I find them a little hoppy. Some of them can go nuts with those hops, especially the small craftier ones. But okay. Yeah, it's not too skunky. It is crisp, that's for sure, and it's nice and cold. But that's too many hops in the beer, you know. It's not a hop contest here. Nothing wrong with a good old, clean, crisp, refreshing summertime beer that goes down smooth. Yeah. There we go. That'll hold it on. That's good. Blow away anytime soon. Oh, I need two. Lean-tos are different, I'll give them that. I'm just going to throw an old tarp on this thing to give it its IP67 waterproof rating. This is way too.
Mom, I'm hungry.
Growl, growl. We haven't eaten in like an hour. Oh boy, Hot Pockets! So cheesy. Wait, Ma. Thank you. Hot Pockets.
Hi, I'm Ken. This is my TimberTech story. I'm a professional golfer. I've been doing it for 30 years. Living in a coastal environment, you definitely want something that's very durable. And with the advanced PVC decking, it's a lot cooler to walk on. You know, we're always barefoot on the dock. You don't have to worry about slipping. You don't have to worry about something really hot. It's just so comfortable to walk on. The TimberTech decking has just really made a big asset for our house and our home. TimberTech, it's everything wood should be for docks.
It's way too big. It's good stuff. I can see the appeal of these things. They're it takes about 5 minutes to build them. You don't have to bring a tent or anything with you. And provided you got a really good intake repellent like Thermacell, you should be doing okay, I think. You're going to set up a little cot here. And I'll be able to get out of this sun, relax a little bit, and cook up some lunch. I won't be quite staying out over here tonight because, yeah, no spring chicken anymore, and my back is out pretty severely. It's pulled something, I'm not sure what. What I definitely want to do is get inside onto that king-size memory foam mattress instead of this this cot. Voila, off the ground. Just barely, but technically off the ground. Woo-hoo-hoo. All that bushcrafting really worked up a hunger, so I'm gonna make a little pita pizza thing. So I got this bread that opens up and you can put fillings in the middle of it. That's just what I'll do. And this one's coming out well before Canada Day, so in Canada, our Independence Day is on the 1st of July, and we just call it Canada Day, so that's coming up. And I should be able to get a shout out to my American friends on the next video for Independence Day. And sadly, I have no fireworks with me today, but you know, who needs fireworks when you're in the pure abundance of nature? So, I'm just throwing in some matzo cheese, throwing in some spaghetti or pizza sauce, and I got that cooking on butane Elaine. That should be quite good. Yeah. I've never tried this before. I have no idea if it's going to actually work or not. But this was what I had in the cupboards, so that's what I'm having for lunch. Small amount of cheese. Some pepperonis. And yeah, while I'm here, I'm going to give a shout out as well to the people who have donated to the beer donation gift fund. You guys really are helping out with the adventures, and the borders have opened up now into British Columbia next door. And that's where we love to do lots of our camping. So that is nice bear country. There's mountains. It is a real beautiful place to camp. And it's looking like we're gonna find our way back there, because we have an annual tradition, is that usually around July 15th every year, we head out to a certain secret spot of which we know of. And usually the wild blueberries are in bloom. That's just going to be an awesome trip, and I'm getting excited about that already. And a lot of other nice things planned. Crazy Neighbor and I are going to go our 10 days in that rafting that we built out of rain barrels. So, whole bunch of good fun things coming up. Real soon. And I didn't get out to do my stealther that I wanted to this week because this back, you know, I ain't as spry as I used to be, and you know, maybe I was a little optimistic about how comfortable it is in the back of the SUV. Because when I camped for the night, I woke up feeling pretty good, but a few. A few days later, I am, it feels like I'm paying the price now. So there's kind of a quick little updatey vid this week, and I figured I may as well build a lean-to, you know? That's all everybody ever seems to build, or a super shelter or something, and here I am just using a tent or a tarp or something, or a hammock. So I figured I'd throw one together. It's something, you know, I could see making them bigger, and, you know, having a peak to it or something. All sorts of things eventually that I'll try to do to improve on this lean-to concept. Well, I can smell this already. I'm gonna let this cook and turn it down a little. I just want to melt the cheese really and warm it up, and take a peek around my surroundings here and see what interesting stuff we have. We've started blazing these trails a couple of weeks ago. They're pretty rough and rugged, but they're certainly passable on quad or on foot. And we're gonna keep connecting them and make a bigger network of trails out here, because we got enough area to do that type of thing. Now, this little tree, when it was still alive, had a woodpecker nest in there. And woodpeckers, when they're looking for bugs, they just make little holes. But if they're actually going to crawl in and build a nest, it's these little square things that they crawl right into. So there's a major woodpecker infestation around here, and I hear them quite often. All right, that smells like it's burning. So, investigate. Well. Doesn't look burned. Oh no, I was wrong. So you gotta keep an eye on these if you're gonna make one of them. I will give it a bite and see how it looks, despite the charred aspect of it. Yeah. Actually, it's not that bad. It's like a wood-fired thin crust pizza. You got the char on it. Very good, very good. So that's a handy meal. You can put pretty much anything in these things, fry them up. I'm very pleased. How'd the bug get into my cheese? This place is, this nature's insatiable. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna chow down on this, and then we're gonna have a bunch of different videos coming up here. I know some people really like the stealthy ones, and I do too. That's the next one I'm filming is going to be a stealth one. Probably tomorrow I'll be filming that. to get a few videos ahead, because when we go on the river for 10 weeks or 10 days to maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to need something to fill in that Thursday. So we got a bunch of really cool things with the province of BC opening back up again. We're going to scoot in there. We're not going to be in public campgrounds, that type of thing. And this year, unfortunately, isn't the year to do the Hunker Con or Hunker Down meetup. Hopefully next summer, things will be smoother and we can do that. Have a big party out in the woods somewhere. A bunch of step twos, some laughs, some good times, campfire. So that'd be pretty sweet. And it's definitely on the list of projects that are on the go. I've got an accountant now who's helping with my business of the furnace repairs, and actually helping with planning for the YouTube channel as well. So that takes a lot off my plate. I don't have to be sitting there going through receipts at my kitchen table, and I can just offload that all to my wonderful accountant. Cheers to Bruce and Sheila, who are helping me in that department. So that's pretty much all I got for you this week. But I'm filming some more. So thanks guys for coming along to watch me try and throw together what at least resembles a lean-to, and have a little pizza into the forest in the forest here. So. Yep. All you need in life is some zip ties and a tarp. Yeah, I think that's all you need in this crazy thing called life. And you got yourself a shelter. So, cheers, guys. We'll see you next week. And hopefully sooner, but next week for sure. Stay stealthy, hunker down, and God bless. See you guys next week. Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. I'm hiking out to a driftwood shelter where I'm going to stay there for the night. Almost a cabin by the looks of things, if I can find it. So, you've seen the thumbnail, let's go. It was a bit of the boring part of the hike, but I can hear the ocean now, so I'm getting close. Okay, this is amazing. Huh, looks like somebody just left, or they're out here. Oh, there's people out there with their dogs. All right. There was a couple ladies out here walking their dogs, and they had a fire started. They were kind of hanging out here, but they were just on their way out, so perfect timing. Let's check this place out. Oh, no way. This place is incredible. Reminds me of the one I found last summer. Just a cabin people can kind of come and use. What makes this more remarkable is that was a bit of a hike, and it was a long drive to get here. And all this stuff got brought in, piece at a time. Like there's glass and everything, so it's either washed up on the beach, was built on site, but there's a door there, beautiful door. Let's do the grand tour. Yeah, there's some pantry items here. Can opener. Propane. Looks like a rat and mouse killer. There's some cleaning supplies up there. A tub of Vaseline. Guitar there, missing a string. These lights, I wonder if they turn on with a battery or something. It's a woodshed in there. Keeps it nice and dry. Guaranteed all these washed up on the beach, and they've just been hung in the trees. Carving there. Little pots and pan dishwashing area. There's some empties there. Up here, aha, and yeah, talking about an outhouse with a view. Obviously, the tide comes up quite far here. So at high tide, I wouldn't want to come down to this spot. There's little tidal pools all over here. A lot of the driftwood can be really wet, so you got to stay on top of these beach fires, or they'll go out on you like this. Heavy, heavy, heavy. It's not going to burn out already. The good stuff is the real sun-baked stuff that's higher up, that's been out of the water for a while. But that's okay. There's dry stuff we'll burn in the shack a little later. Soaking wet. This is where they've been assembling all the stuff likely that washes up here. And there's plenty. It's bad enough in the woods, but middle of nowhere. This is really remote. And stuff like this washes up all over the world. You know, an old cooler or refrigerator there. Anything that floats. Some shoes there, but see if I can't find a few things to pick out that have washed up on shore. Actually, this bag here, I'll drag it a little closer away from the high tide. Not the spot for me with my shellfish allergy, I'll say that. Hey, found one. There's a trail right over there, and it looks like it's inaccessible during high tide. So before the tide comes back in, I'm going to see what I can see over there. This is really nice. I can see why they built the shack over there, because it's beautiful here as well, but the water comes up, the tide comes up to easily here. I said I'd drive until sunset. Unfortunately, I don't think it's for sale.